Hey everybody, before we start the video, I wanted to honor my brother veterans who never did make it home. Here at RNG Garage, we honor their sacrifice to keep this country free and allow us to do the things that we do. So, just take a moment this weekend and remember back on all the wars and all the veterans and all the guys that did make it home. So. Hey, it's been a couple weeks since I've been out in the shop. Gina and I were pretty sick with this lung infection and all that, and we ended up going to the doctor, and the thing never came up, never been, so they called it a lung infection / bronchitis. Gave us some medicine. Oh yeah, we kicked its ass. But, we're back out in the shop, and, before that, I had some footage already recorded, so I'm going to kind of go back and forth here and redo some of the stuff that I talked about, and then insert that footage in and hopefully get you guys a video out here. Me and Gina was talking one night, and my phone was spying on me, and I talked about the sandblasting, and then, of course, on your feed, pressure washer sandblaster shows, pops up. So it was $30. I was like, it might work. I read the reviews. It was, 50-50. And so this is what showed up. Pretty decent heavy duty stainless steel, nice brass. Has a couple of, inserts that go in there, the replacements. And then this right here, you pluck down in the sand and you attach this right onto your pressure washer, and you sandblast. So maybe. So on this episode, we're going to try to get the front end cleaned up, and I figured, we'll give this thing a shot. So let's get busy. We got her all put together. We got the attachment on the end of the pressure washer. Mason sand is what I'm using. They say it should be, I think people were saying 5,000 PSI pressure washer. Well, mine won't start. Got to do, some carb work on there. But I have the 3,000 hooked up. And I guess we'll just fire it up and see what she does. I'm hoping that we can clean this up a little bit. I'm not looking for perfect, but anything to help a lazy guy out would definitely help. Some spots did really good and other spots it didn't, so I'm thinking that's why you almost need two people. One person that kind of constantly been working that little wand in the sand and make sure it's flowing good, and the you can see it took it down to bare metal in some spots but not in others. This is a real thick build up primer undercoat stuff, and it was taking it off up here, but it was kind of flaking it off. But yeah, I think if I jump up to the 5,000 horsepower pressure washer, it'll do a way better job. And if you have somebody working the wand and making sure it's staying turned and drawing. So it happens when you shop at 1 o'clock in the morning. So after the fact, after trying it all out, and you saw it, didn't do very well with that super low PSI pressure washer, and like I said, they're calling for like a 5,000, and the sand came through there pretty good, but you don't see it on the video, but I would stop and go back and kind of adjust this, and all of a sudden sand would come just screaming out of there, and it would work real good, and then it would kind of stop. So I think on the combination of having one person kind of, you know, constantly churning this and sticking it in so there's no air pockets, you know, in your bucket of sand, and a little bit more PSI, and we'll retry it and do, you know, see if it does better. But we'll keep playing with it and keep experimenting with it, and maybe we'll, you know, get it figured out. So I think it'll work. You just got to get the, you know, circumstances right, you know, with the PSI and the kind of sand and stuff. So I think once we get it figured out, it'll be pretty handy. So, but let's get this cleaned up and get some primer on there, and I think we're going to paint it same color as the car, so I think we'll just primer it for now just to keep it sealed up and keep moving along. Spray some of the chassis black on there. I'm gonna do a couple more coats. It's hard to get in all the little areas, but at least it's kind of sealed up now and not looking too bad, so I'm happy with that. And we'll get the sand in on this. I guess I should have done that first and then painted it all at the same time, but we got some rain coming in, so I wanted to get it all sealed up and pulled it back under the carport area. So I'm going to take this box, this heater box, completely off. That's why I didn't concentrate on trying to get that off of there. We'll take that off and clean all this up around here, and most likely we'll have to get a new fan, but we'll check it out. But then that'll be real nice in there. These little plugs from the inside go to. We'll have to go in there and check it out, but these need to go. Can't be holding anything serious. All right, let's check it out. Gina saw the pressure washer out. Time to pressure wash all the throw rugs. We'll catch you a little bit later. All right, we're getting the heater box out. And to do that, you have to take the glove box out first. There's 3 screws right here, and then the glove box comes out, and there's just little screws that screw into the cardboard right there. What the hell, Groucho? Might have to reinforce it a little bit, but it's completely intact. I don't know if we'll be able to use it or not. It might shred apart, but yeah, she's together. And then just take the screws out of the front, and the heater box came out. I guess it's the insulation. We'll get a new heater core. I figured this would have been full of crap, but it wasn't bad. Yeah, we'll take that apart and clean it up. Screws around the outside. Comes out. Bearing seems pretty good on the heater. We'll plug it in, see if it works, clean it all up. These rubber things, there's like a a mat that goes on the firewall on the inside, and these hold that in. So we'll just cut those off. But now we get this all cleaned up and keep on plugging away. You take an old butter knife and cut it off, and you know, it's stainless steel. You can sharpen that edge like a razor, and that's a great scraper. Here we get the master cylinder off, got the wiper motor off, got all those little plugs out, got everything off here. So now what I'm gonna do is finish cleaning this up a little bit. Not looking too bad. I'm getting rid of all this old seam seal. Half of it was off, and we'll put some new seam seal on there. Getting close. All right, let me bring you in for a second. So I got it pretty good. I left some of the primer on here and smoothed it out. I mean, it's not going to hurt, and it's on there good. And underneath it, there's no rust. There's absolutely zero rust on this firewall. We cleaned out all the seam seals, wire brushed it, sanded it. And I went ahead and I found some of that rust converter. So that's why that's all shiny right there. I just sprayed some of that on there. And a little more on a couple little spots where it's a little bit pitted. But I tell you what, I mean, there's no rust holes, nothing on this firewall. I mean, this thing is excellent shape. So, yeah, we'll clean this up. Of course, you get to the back of the car, and it's, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, well, oh shoot, I should. Okay, I didn't spray that. I need to tape that off, or take it off from the inside. We'll come back tomorrow and put a couple coats of the sealer primer on there, and I think we'll call that good. All right, everybody, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Yeah, we could spend a lot more time on the frame and just get, you know, I mean, like I said, I keep reminding myself, we're not restoring this car, you know, so everything's sealed up. It should be good for many years. I think it looks pretty good. The firewall, I just got primer on there. So, you know, we can take that a little further if we find a little spot. I mean, I didn't even research it, but I think you can put the seam seal on top of the primer. If not, we'll have to grind down all the little spots, you know, because I forgot to put the seam seal on. But yeah, so we're pretty happy, and we'll get. We're waiting on parts, and we got the motor going on. So I really appreciate everybody watching. So everyone have a nice Memorial Day, and enjoy your family. Remember the soldiers that have fallen. Get to work on some hot rods, and their sacrifice made all that possible. So we'll catch you on the next video.